Ma. Ma. Hi, YouTube. Welcome to our first episode. What's up, YouTube? I'm Steven Fan Asian Man. I like long walks on the beach and picnics under the moonlight.
What's up, you guys? I'm Cherish Phan, and I don't like any of that extra stuff.
Wait, you don't like going on the beach with me?
I do, but I just don't like the sand in my toes.
Yeah, I know, I hate that too, right?
Yeah, I like you get sand in places that there shouldn't be sand.
Right? And then we get into the car, and then you have to end up cleaning it up. Bro. I mean, we have to clean it up because, you know, we're married. We do everything as a team.
Teamwork
makes the dream work. Yeah. Yeah. All right, anyways, welcome to the first episode of Our Phantastic Life.
Spirit fingers.
Spirit finger. Or Jack. What's the difference between jazz hands and spirit fingers?
These are spirit fingers. These are not spirit fingers.
So, babe, this is the first episode of Our Phantastic Life, and can you imagine a year from now, we're going to look back at this video and we're just going to cringe so hard.
So cringeworthy. Oh, I can just imagine.
I wonder what it's going to be like in a year from now, you know?
Hey, Janice, you remember last year when we filmed our first YouTube video? God, looking back at it, I'm cringing so hard.
Morty, what did you say?
I said I'm looking back at our first YouTube video and I'm cringing hard.
What, you on tapioca, Morty?
Damn it, Janice, we've been married for 40 years and you can't even hear me.
Yes, I already have my probiotic.
Let me ask you a question.
Answer.
Is our life fantastic right now?
No, not at all. And that is why we're starting this YouTube channel.
Because it is far from fantastic.
Far.
The only thing that's
Muy
fantastic
far.
is the last name Phan.
That's it?
That's it. That's the only fantastic part about it.
The way we're going to change all of that is by focusing on the 8 dimensions of wellness. Before we get into the specifics of the 8 dimensions of wellness, I got to ask. So, babe, when you think of wellness, what do you think of? Like, how would you define wellness?
Wellness, like physically feeling physically fit, like from inside out.
We should put that on Merriam-Webster's dictionary thing, huh?
Yes. With a lot of
and like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should do that.
Like, for me, when I think of wellness, too, I always usually think about, like, just being physically fit. But there's more to it, you know, than just being physically fit. There's actually, like I said, 8 dimensions of wellness.
8?
Yes. Did you not read the script that we made before we started filming this?
I like to wing it.
Okay.
That's how I got through school.
Yes, same. So before we get into the 8 dimensions of wellness, we should probably define what wellness is.
So, wellness is a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being.
And it's not merely the absence of disease or affinity, and that's according to the World Health Organization. Yeah.
The WHO.
So the first dimension of wellness that we're going to focus on, and I would say is going to be the primary focus of our channel, is financial wellness. Finances play a big part of our lives, especially when you're in your 20s like us.
Some of us.
Oh yeah, I forgot I married a cougar. Well, like I said, some of us are in our 20s and 30s, and so finances, again, plays a big part in our lives. Some of us are just graduating college, some of us are starting professional jobs, and some of us are dealing with a lot of like debt, like student loan debt. Also, one of the leading causes of divorce is money related. I mean, I'll say this, before we were married, we knew nothing about finances. We didn't even talk once about finances before we got married, did we?
Big mistake.
Big mistake.
Big mistake.
And that wreaked havoc on our lives to the point where we have accumulated so much debt. But I have learned a lot about personal finances that I would like to share with y'all. And you can join us on our journey as we pay off all of our debt as well.
Dollar bills, y'all.
With one, we only have $1. That's it. You're going to make it rain with $1.
That's all I had.
Yeah, I mean, technically in the negative anyways. So for our channel, we're going to talk a lot about personal finance,
budgeting,
savings,
credit cards,
paying off debt,
marriage and finance,
Hopefully we'll talk a lot about investing in the future as well. So the second dimension of wellness that we're going to primarily focus on as well is physical wellness.
So for me personally, physical wellness has always been a big struggle of mine. I've always been a big girl since I was really, really young. Did all the diets, did the gym sessions, would lose the weight, would gain the weight, lose the weight, gain the weight. It was always a vicious cycle. And I know a lot of you out there can relate to what I'm saying. This is one of the reasons why we wanted to do this channel. Also, it'll help us keep accountable, and it's like you're on this journey with us too. Come on this journey with us. One of my main goals is, we want to have kids in the future. We want to be physically fit, and we want to be healthy for our future kids. I'm also so tired of getting winded every time I do activities or every time I go upstairs.
And I'm also tired too of every time I do any sort of general activity that I'm just super winded.
Why does it look like we're in a Life Alert commercial?
I know, right? We're in our 20s and we're needing to get Life Alert right now. So for me, I really want to focus on physical wellness as well. It's because when I was growing up, I was literally nothing but stick and bones. And now that I'm older, I'm 210 pounds and I'm still stick and bones with a beer gut. I am literally the definition of skinny fat. Also for me, when I was in high school, I was really in shape. I was actually the quarterback of our high school football team. And
But weren't you third string? Never saw the field? Never touched the pigskin?
Thank you.
I thought that's what third stringers did. I didn't think you were. Weren't you on the bench? Did you even leave the locker room? I didn't.
They don't need to know that.
Yes, honey. Yes. He was the quarterback.
I was.
Not the water boy.
I only played for spring ball anyways. We all know that we got to exercise, we got to eat right, and we got to sleep. And that is something that I really want to focus on. And again, by filming this, it's going to hold us accountable. My goal at the end of all of this is I want to be a soldier. I want to go outside and flex. I want to go up to my wife in public and say, have you seen my beach ball? I think it went that way. But right now, I'm like a stick. I can't do that. And to be honest, I'm one of those guys, I do not like going swimming because I hate taking my shirt off in public. I want to be that guy where I can walk into the grocery store with my shirt off.
Me too.
Okay, I don't think that there's decency laws that I find terribly sexist.
Yeah, I feel like if I want to go topless in a grocery store, I can.
Do it.
You know what?
Yeah, it's 2020. It's 2020.
Let me take this.
Okay, well, no. So the third dimension of wellness we're going to talk about is occupational wellness. A lot of us, we spend the majority of our time at work. Or if you're a student, we spend a lot of our time at school. If you hate your job, from a wellness standpoint, you are going to be absolutely miserable.
Another aspect of occupational wellness is not just the career option or schooling. It can also be volunteering. Going to volunteer at the nursing home, at the pet store, or soup kitchens. Just going out there in your community and making a difference. Maybe not a big difference, but a difference to one person.
So again, for occupational wellness, find something that you're passionate about. And sometimes you might have to outweigh, is it worth being in a job that you absolutely hate that pays more, or getting a job that you're truly passionate about, but you're making a little bit less, but at least you're happy. And also finding places that you want to volunteer with. And lastly, go chase after your dreams. I know for me, I hope one day to be the first Asian country star.
Thought I threw that away. Guess not.
You can't keep me away from Nashville. So the fourth dimension of wellness we're going to talk about is emotional wellness. It's very important for you to cope with how you're feeling and about your mental health as well. I personally feel like in today's society, it's a little taboo to talk about your mental health, but I know with our channel, it's not going to be taboo at all. We're going to be upfront and talk about our mental wellness. For me, I will admit, there was a period in time where I didn't work for 8 months and I couldn't get out of the bed for 8 months due to my mental health and how I overcame that.
And even nowadays, you go out driving, going to get groceries, and everybody's honking, everybody has road rage, everybody's on World Star nowadays. Everybody is so wound up tight.
That's another thing about our channel as well, that we're going to talk a lot about stress and relaxation and what you can do to have a better emotional wellness. The fifth dimension of wellness we're going to talk about is social wellness. Social wellness is so important because we as humans are social creatures. We all have to be able to build connections and have a sense of belonging. There was a point in time where for months I didn't talk to a single soul outside of like my immediate family. That took a huge toll on my social wellness. And now that we moved back to Dallas, it's so nice, that I get to have my boys again, and we get to have boys' night and then sometimes girls' night. And also, too, by being back in Dallas, I've actually started a podcast, too, with my best friends called Broback Mountain. So check us out.
The link is in the description.
Yeah, link in the description.
Yeah, and same thing with me. It's nice to have girls' night every once in a while. It's nice to be able to get away from this one because he's a little bit annoying.
I'm annoying?
And I need somebody to vent to.
I'm annoying? You need to vent?
Just a little bit.
Yeah, I do the same thing, too. That's why I have boys' night. Boys' night should be called, like, we're venting about a wives' night. But I still love you. So the next dimension of wellness we're going to talk about is environmental wellness. So the sixth dimension of wellness we're going to talk about is environmental wellness. I personally feel like having a healthy environment plays a major role in your entire wellness overall. For example, where you live can have a big impact on your overall wellness. Other factors include people that you hang out with. How's your neighborhood? What's your family situation? The seventh dimension of wellness we're going to talk about is intellectual wellness. Unagi. It's very important that we're always learning new things and keeping our mind sharp.
Always learning new skills. Community college, local community college, take up a class. It doesn't have to be anything major, just like cooking.
Cooking, yeah.
Gardening. Yeah. Or if you wanted to take something a little bit more challenging, physics.
I'd rather not take physics. That was a horrible class.
I
That was a
did
terrible
not
class
like
for
physics.
me. Also, you don't want to be the stupid friend in your friend group.
And if you don't know who the stupid one in your friend group is,
it's probably you.
Probably.
So wait, I don't know if I'm the stupid one in my group. Like, for example, with us starting a YouTube channel, I'm always wanting to learn how to be able to film better, how to be able to edit better. Eventually, I want to be able to learn how to do effects like this, or like this, or like this. Or like that.
Rainbow.
I want to be able to do effects like this. Or do effects like this. Or do effects like that. Or do effects like this. Do effects like that. Do effects like this. Do effects like that. Do effects like this. Do effects like that. Do effects like this and that. And lastly, the eighth dimension of wellness is spiritual. So an interesting fact about me, my family is Buddhist, but growing up here in the South, I also went to church. So I, had a lot of experience, in terms of spirituality by being able to go to church, but also by being able to go to the temple as well.
Yeah, and I grew up in a Christian household. Spirituality is something that we connect with, and definitely we can do better. Like there's some Sundays that we don't go to church.
We need to.
When he goes to the temple with his family, he doesn't do that as much either.
Only for Chinese New Year's. For us, we want to be more in tune with our spirituality as well. But also with spiritual wellness, it doesn't have to be about religion. Spiritual wellness is also about finding your purpose and finding meaning in your life. And again, hopefully one day I find out that God put me on this earth again to be the first Asian country star.
I don't think so.
And that is all 8 dimensions of wellness. And we're going to use all 8 dimensions of wellness as the basis for our channel moving forward. And also note that all 8 dimensions of wellness intertwine with each other, okay? You have to have all 8 in order to reach nirvana. Would nirvana even be the right word?
No.
We'll just say to reach full wellness.
Full potential wellness.
For example, you might be a very smart guy and you have a lot of friends, but if you're broke, your friends, you can't do anything with your friends.
You can't.
I guess you could, but you'd get into a lot of massive debt, huh?
Mm-hmm. Or you're in a job that, it pays well, but you're not happy. You go to work miserable every single day. That's not going to help you emotionally. And it's going to make you miserable. It's just going to make you sick, make you miss work because of sickness, and you won't get that money anyway.
Again, thank y'all so much for watching the first episode of Our Phantastic Life. I hope you learned a lot about the 8 dimensions of wellness. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video.
Leave some comments, good or bad. We will read them all.
Maybe most.
Most will respond.
Some.
To some.
Maybe all. Who knows?
Maybe all. If we have time. But please share with your family, with your friends,
Share it with your dog.
with your dog if they have opposable thumbs, you know.
And again, we are nowhere near where we want to be in terms of wellness, but I hope all of y'all join us on this journey and on this ride in order to have a fantastic
fantastic
life.
life.